Welcome to Boxing on the Record with Randy. Uh, and I've been combing the internet and I ran across the Brian Custer video with Jermall Charlo. So I decided to put it on the record that Jermall is looking real good. He's looking real good. He's looking real healthy. He's looking like he's on the road to recovery. Looking like he's gotten himself together. Um, but would that be enough? Would that be in time enough to beat Jose Benavidez is the question. Um, he claims to be back to the state that he was in before he left, but that can be questionable. Um, he said that I've been away from the ring to get myself better. I've gotten better. The human mind is powerful. Um, it can make you think things that are not so. It can make you see things that are not there. Jamel might be on his way back mentally, and he might be close to being where he needs to be mentally, but has his mental state lined up with his physical abilities? Has his training that he's done over time, um, is it the type of training that he needs to beat Jose Benavidez? Um, I remember growing up, I watched a lot of boxing. I've been watching boxing 40 plus years now, and I've seen a lot of fighters come in the ring and they look like they in shape, but they're not in boxing shape. They look like they can be competing for a bodybuilding contest or a physical fitness contest, but they're not in boxing shape. And that's a big difference to be in shape and not be in boxing shape. But it's even a bigger difference when you're in shape or somewhat in shape, but not mentally in shape for boxing. And we know that boxing is one of those sports that is more mental than anything. A lot of fights are won outside the ring. A lot of fights are won in the stare-off. So it's a mental game. Has Maul gotten himself together mentally and time enough to beat Jose? He's been off 2.5 years or so. And from what I'm gathering from Maul, he's making this fight because Showtime is going out of business and they've been so good to him that he want to give something back. That's understandable. So I'm just hoping he's physically fit to endure these 12 rounds that he got to endure. I know he's been in recovery, but sometimes recovery take longer than just looking recovered. He's dealing with mental issues, so that means that can change at any moment. That means that he can be all right to the point. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a doctor. Don't claim to be, but he can be all right up until the point it's time to fight, and then things can just fall apart right at the last minute. So it's a scary situation for him to go into. But of course, we're praying for the best. Um, but overall, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. He looked happy. He looked stable. He looked like he's back on track. He looked like he's focused. Um, and I just hope he stay focused up until the fight because, as I said, things can go left so fast till it don't even seem like they were ever on track. I know I'm talking about a different subject, but look at Adrian. Adrian did good. Then all of a sudden he goes left, and it don't take no time for him to get way out in outfield. So I'm praying that Maul stay focused because he's a hell of a fighter, and I'm hoping to see the same Maul and hoping that he's gotten over whatever it is he's trying to get over. Um, Brian Custer seemed like he lit up when he was interviewing Maul. He was glad to see Maul back. So was a lot of us glad to see him back. He looked like he enjoyed seeing Maul in a good space. And I know Brian Custer do a lot of smiling and things of that nature. But if you watch him enough, you notice in certain fighters he give off this different energy, and he was glad to see that Maul had made it back, just like a lot of us. And I'm just hoping it haven't came back too late because we know that Jose is a real aggressive fighter, and he, he might not come with no type of game plan. He might just come in just and try to overwhelm Maul and don't give him time to sit, don't give him time to think, and just, in other words, he might come to fight Maul. And if he come to fight Maul, Maul may not be able to deal with it mentally as he would if he was in a more stable place. Um, but overall, Maul insists that and we understand how boxing goes. Boxing is one of those sports that you got to stay in and stay active to stay relevant. An inactive fighter, you can't stay out the ring and you can't spar and you can't substitute getting in the ring with an opponent that's trying to kill you like you trying to kill them. There's no substitute for that. You end up with ring rust. Your timing is off. Your footwork is off. Your breathing is off. Your IQ is slipping just a little bit. So it's a lot of things go into that. So it's curious to see what Maul looked like. But he looked like he has completed the first phase, is to look healthy and start to have a one track mind instead of all over the place. And he did say he got rid of some people that didn't mean him any good in his life. And hopefully we're gonna see a better mall. That's all really I got on this here. And if you will, just do me a favor and hit the like button. Um, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It don't cost anything. Just help us grow this channel. And as we grow, we'll try to bring better content. But like I always say, until next time, we're out of here like last year.